we've got a preload reel running, so we'll get this going in a minute. And smooth you.
Channel switched. User was moved to your channel.
How rude.
Yeah, how rude, I moved you. What are you going to do about it?
Come around there and slap you.
Well, bring a Starbucks if you do, please.
We cost a lot.
Oh no, I don't want those. Oh yeah, did you try viewing the stream back on your mobile phone?
Nope.
You should see if it works. Plug it into a charger, stick it somewhere on your desk, and see how good Free's unlimited data policy really is.
That'd be perfectly fine. Sit on YouTube all day at work.
So that's why our trains are so late. Thank you very much.
Yep, sat here doing nothing and making what, nearly 37,000 an hour. About 5.5 million.
Holy crap. That's a lot of money.
Not doing anything. The city is just reinventing itself. And it still says nearly 10,000 workers, 10,000 literally in working, not commuting, not unemployed, not including commuting in.
I should stop sharing my tips with you because you're beating my own backside at this. It's not on. No, actually, that's not a bad effort on your city. Have you seen my Chernobyl city's actually recovered?
Haven't looked at it.
I've got no mega towers anymore, but the city's fully filled out and almost radiation free. And turning a lot of money again. Oh, you'll have to go to the Beyond Played region to see this one.
Yes, I know, that's what I was about to say. Ooh, and all this time I've been sat here, got 2 abandoned buildings. Ooh. You tell me taxes are too high. Thank you. 12%, 14%, 15%. That's nothing.
They should try paying real life taxes.
Well, compared to the other cities I normally would do, I just put it all to 20. Just go, fuck you, I was taking money. This time a bit more lenient.
Oh dear.
Well, got over 100,000 residents.
I want to get a city have 1 million. Do you reckon that's possible?
I think so. And just about to break the 6 million mark. Yeah. Well, we now officially have a power problem and a water problem. City's built so many high rises now.
Power problems easily taken care of. The water
Yeah.
can be more tricky though.
Yeah, just add another chimney to the okay.
User joined your channel.
Hello, Twitch.
Hello, Thomas.
What's going on?
Somebody's had their
What
caffeine
up,
shot this
Modo?
morning. I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. Actually, I'm a little tired. I was up all night. Just playing around with websites and such, and yeah, I didn't go to bed until like close to 3. So what's that? Almost 4, like normal before.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I found a few flaws with that site, so I had to email the guy who's actually at SEMA this week. So I hope he's having fun. I mean, it's not launched or anything yet, so it's all good. Anyway, how's your city? What you doing?
Well, Chernobyl recovered.
Hey, you can't steal my name.
Well, I renamed it in the stream yesterday, and then I was up really late fixing it. Oh, but don't! I was saying to Robin that the game was against me.
How did you get a roller coaster?
That's not mine.
Oh, I was gonna say.
This is Pride City, who joined us yesterday.
Yeah, but still, where the hell did you get a roller
He's
coaster?
doing really well. Yeah, the roller coaster's part of DLC.
What's that?
It's downloadable content.
Is it free?
Nope.
Okay. Did you get a
On the-
blimp? You get a blimp, a Ferris wheel? You got a. How much is the amusement park pack? Is that bringing in money?
It does, brings in a lot of money. Look
How
at the
much is-
stats. Total profit generated yesterday with 97,000.
Yeah, I gotta look into that. That's pretty nice.
It's on the Origin store. It's like a amusement park DLC for SimCity. It's like £7.
Oh, so it's the same thing as the Cities of Tomorrow pack then.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll look into it. I gotta get some t-shirt, like, delivered and sent out first. Yeah, I found a major flaw in that site. some tables were all over the place, and like this one menu, it's like somebody just said, nah, who cares? And tables were all over the place. Like it looked like somebody didn't even name a file that housed the pictures for that particular page correctly. So like none of the pictures were showing. They all showed broken links or something.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like it was obvious that somebody just didn't really care to finish the template. I think it was one of those things where like, if somebody likes it, I'll come back to it, you know? Well, that's a really cool... that one city where... Are you just looking at a city?
I'm just looking at it, yeah. It's really well built.
What's that building that looks like a biodome on top and it's like twisted up? It kind of looks like a large washing machine from the 50s.
Yeah, that's an arcology. You can use it to send tourists to space.
No, the one in his city. Because usually the one you're talking about is the one that's like in the middle of the cities. Like it's not even in the city, but this one's in the city. Look to your left.
You mean, yeah, the big thing to the left?
The one with the bubble on it.
Yep, that is an arcology.
In the city?
Yep.
I thought those things were only like on the outside of the city.
No, because if you build one in the region, you build the big one, you can put a small one inside your city to send people to it.
Really? That's interesting because I actually, in the city that I'm building, I got that one where you're supposed to be able to house residents in. And it's like almost to phase 2. Those things take forever to build.
Yeah, they do. But they're a good revenue stream, and if he uses that properly, you can do flights to space.
Nice.
And you can have Sims living in space as well. It's ridiculous.
What?
Yeah, seriously. If I click on it now, it'll have about scheduled space flights. There we go. He's got an option to launch a space flight.
Launch it, launch it.
Well, I can't do it.
Oh,
It's red for me, I'm not allowed to. It's not my city, but he can do it.
so, Jon Stewart signs a 4-year production contract with HBO. Hear what he's gonna do, but I'm pretty sure it had a lot to do with John Oliver going to HBO. And it's interesting because maybe he knew that this whole time that it was going to go on, but he couldn't say anything about it. But I think it's really odd that he would send. He didn't. I don't know if he sent him over there, but John Oliver nonetheless ended up on HBO, and then Stephen Colbert goes to CBS, which Jon Stewart is still listed as an executive producer for Colbert for the new Late Show, and yeah, it's all just crazy. But this just in. Oh, that and a Taco Bell executive fired after an attack on a Uber driver in Costa Mesa. There's a video.
What?
Yeah, there's a video of a Taco Bell executive. Like, I don't know. He looks pretty young, so I don't know if he's the executive or if he's just a regular worker. But it says on Facebook, Taco Bell executive fired after video of attack on driver in Costa Mesa services. I watched the video, and this dude was just like wailing away at the Uber driver from the back seat, and then the Uber driver he maced him down or something. It was funny, and then he gets arrested.
Jeez. You know, it only made headlines because it was Uber involved.
No, I think it had to do because of Taco Bell. Well, both of them actually. I can see it go either way.
Uber gets some bad rap here. It's banned in most cities.
Well, it's catching a bad rap and getting banned because the taxi cab organizations in your country. It's run more like a mob, if anything. That's kind of like how New York City is, but they actually beat the New York City taxi cab corporations. Well, I think it's the city that owns taxis actually, but the reason why they get away with it is because when you sign up on Uber, it's technically considered a private membership. So it's not like you're on the street with your thumb out hailing a cab. You're actually up in your apartment, like signing up for a service.
Right, Neil, you owe me. In Skittles region, I've done a School of Science. I'm busy researching the thermal reactor.
Right.
You would
If you build one of those, have you seen what it does?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make sure
When you
people are
build one of
educated.
those, when you build one of those thermal reactor plants, your all of your roads literally spark with electricity.
Oh, when it first gets turned on, yeah, it's pretty
Yep,
cool.
it goes
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, but the interesting thing though,
well-
those reactors really don't put out that much though. They're cool looking, but they don't really put out that much power.
No, but they're completely safe though. If they malfunction, they just turn off, unlike a nuclear power station.
True, but they also take a shit ton of control net too. So if you ever run out of control net, you're gonna have no power in your city.
That's true.
And if you like build something like those scrubbers accidentally, and you don't keep an eye on that control net, yeah, your power fluctuates. Who's Ziet? It? It
Dude,
is in
he was here with somebody else earlier. They were playing Counter-Strike. Left him to it.
Well, good for him. Good to see more people here.
It is, and I found my graphics folder because you know I rebuilt this server 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And all of the graphics went missing when I did it, so I've put the shields back.
Ah.
But I can't
Hey.
find my game logos. I don't know where they are.
What's the N stand for?
Normal user.
Oh, I want an S. Do I get an S?
You want an S? S is moderate. Well, no, S is super admin.
Oh, I don't need that. Well, he's got an S, and you got an S. I want to feel special.
Oh, I've got a golden C as well.
You got a golden
Me-
C?
It means cock. No, I'm joking.
Stupid
You've got to make
They're
up for it
backwards.
somehow, you know.
What the hell is this thing? Will you hold it or go to jail for 30 days? I you want to know this. Oh. Oh, is it gonna eat him?
Huh?
I'm scrolling through this thing. It's like probably one of those weird judges things where like, you killed a spider, you can hold another one or go to jail for 30 days. There's probably something dumb like that.
Oh, you get a lot of idea.
You get some of these weird judges in the Midwest, like this one guy, for example, which is not a bad idea, but like this one guy, he got in a taxi cab and rode it for 30 miles, and then jumped out of the cab and ran, tried to screw the driver out of the bill. So the driver had him arrested, and then the judge said, "Well, you can go to jail for 30 days and pay the fine, or you can walk." Or you can go back and walk the 30 miles and pay them the money, and we'll call it even. So the guy was like, "All right, I'll walk the 30 miles." Hell, you can walk 20 miles an hour.
That's ridiculous. So, all right.
I think it's fair, because he didn't really make out anything, and the driver's getting his money. So it sets everything right. So at the end of the day, you know, alright. Because nobody really learns anything you go to jail. What do? You sit on your ass for a day or for a few days, you know? You get free food, you're living off the government. You want to clean up the jail situation in this country really quickly. Start charging people per day they're in jail.
It'll soon empty out.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say that you need to over here as well.
Even if it's something small, like $5 a day. Because, I mean, whatever the cost is per day, I'm sure it's got to be... I mean, some of these private prisons in the United States are just weird, but...
Yeah, they've got some of those here as well, and they actually ran for profit. It's like, really?
Oh, yeah. I have a friend of mine that's, well, he's an old friend, but he works for the state prisons, and they don't screw around in the state prisons, but there's some of them that, like in the Midwest, that are for profit, and yeah, they're like hospitals. They nickel and dime everything through the state. But the state's got to do it. The country's got to do it because the regular jails are being all overpopulated. So if they start charging inmates for days while they're in jail, oh man, yeah, they'll clean out. It's got to be something that you can afford to pay back on minimum wage. It can't be something ridiculous too. It's just like one of those things where just the fact that you're gonna have to pay for every day you're in jail, you know, like a minute. Let's say if it's like a $5 a day. So if you're in jail for an entire year, let's just see what that would be. It's like $1,700. And if you can't pay it back, you could have two options. You either pay it back, or you go do community service for minimum wage. And I think that would be probably, like, think of all the community projects that could be done. Like, I don't, in a lot of other parts of the country, the areas are pretty clean. But in LA, like, LA is full of filth and trash. Like, if you had inmates that were like not really like, you know, if they're violent offenders, fucking let them sit in jail. But if they're like pointless misdemeanors, or like, you know, they get caught with drugs, or, you know, or something dumb like that, there could be so much stuff that could be cleaned up. And, like, you know, it's like, if you're not going to spend your time wisely and not be a dumbass and impact others with your stupidity, we'll put you in a place that, or put you in a position that, like, allows you to rethink and explore your other options by cleaning the trash. But oh my god, if I was a judge, oh boy, this country would be cleaned up.
The thought of you being a judge.
Like, alright, you hit your girlfriend? Well, we're gonna make this right. Give her a sledgehammer. She gets to hit you once, and then we'll be even. You hit this person's car? Well, we're gonna roll yours off a cliff. Oh man. You didn't pay your tax bill? It's okay. You can keep your house, but we're gonna let it out for about a year. Make sure the rooms are tidy. Bill Gates advocates vaccines for global population reduction. What?
Harming the planet. And the place on CO2 is out there.
We've got some feedback.
Well, here, I'll just put the link up. This is... Yeah, Bill Gates spoke at a TED conference. Bill Gates advocates the use of vaccines to reduce the population under the guise of saving the planet. Wow.
I'll look at that while SimCity rebuilds itself. The game just crashed, so
Yeah.
apologies if anybody's watching.
A lot of people are going nuts. When the hell was this? Oh,
Right.
October 5th, 2012. It's not new news, so
Look at all of the downvotes.
97.
Oh, yeah, this is out there. Oh god.
I'm sure it was probably, like, I'm sure it's not as bad as it probably sounds. It probably makes sense.
This stream's going to turn political in about 2 minutes.
Honestly, I can't wait until Bill Gates retires from Microsoft.
Hasn't he already left Microsoft?
I'm not sure.
I know he resigned as CEO.
Oh, is that why everything's changing?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got no involvement with Microsoft's day-to-day operations anymore.
No, he hasn't. Oh, great. I got a lizard.
Well, fuck, if I was 60 years old, I'd probably want nothing to do with it either.
Yay, Robin's got a lizard.
What do we got? Lizard.
Something
Something broke.
Jalitos Valley while my game recovers itself.
Oh no, something broke.
Something did break, but it's just coming back. There we go.
Well, it took out my high school, it's about to destroy my garbage dump.
You know, I hate to point out the obvious, but we got less people than the guys we were goofing on that were making video games here that one time.
Yeah, go on, eat all the garbage, get rid of it for me.
Eat all the garbage.
Yeah, why does that lizard thing always run to the garbage dump?
It's like a sandbox for it.
So we've got a troll in the comments.
No, I didn't even read it.
We'll just
We'll stick you in the corner. You come back.
Thomas, you can delete that message actually. If you've got the Twitch chat line open.
Oh, I already deleted it.
Ah, cool. It's still on IRC, but
On IRC. Oh yeah.
yeah, I don't have Twitch chat open anymore. It's
First,
another issue with Windows 10, so I have to find another way.
first
I
give you a
didn't even see the
timeout.
comments, I have no idea what it was.
I first give you a timeout, and then if that doesn't work, then you're gone.
Yeah, Twitch trolls are everywhere. It's one of them things.
This is the box trolls.
It's a box trolls. Why is that reminding me of JC? Where do you reckon the poor kid is today?
Probably crying. There's under the stairs.
Well, I sent him a message saying he's allowed to come back, and he didn't reply to it, so...
I'd probably give him a day to see it and get his trollness in order. Let's send him a potato peeler. Oh my god, I figured out a great way to peel a potato.
Go on.
Okay, so you boil the potato with the skin on, but before you put it in the pot, you take a knife and you slice a ring around the middle like an equator.
Uh-huh.
And then when you boil it like that, and then when you take it out, the skin just magically like just falls off the potato.
I've never tried this.
Yeah, it comes off in like two pieces instead of trying to like sit there and peel them all and shit like that. You probably get more potato too. Because I know when I peel a potato, I like take quite a bit of the shit off of it. But the more you know.
Okay, so we're now looking at Jolitos Valley. This is Robin City. And you have a pollution problem, sir.
A little bit. I don't think those trees are helping.
A little bit smoggy.
Hey, it looks like LA.
It looks like LA.
It's fine, what about?
His university's doing well. How do you manage that? Look at your Rude Boy railway line wrapped all around the outside of the city. That's quite a good idea.
Well, I work in the railways. Should bloody know.
Oh, that's true. So when you come home, you play trains as well.
Yeah.
We should make a city together, and in the city, we should make it the most like toxic, nastiest like city to live in. But there's the goal of okay, it's got to be polluted. Like, people still gotta want to live in it, but it's got to be polluted. How did you get 2 trains in there?
I don't know, but Robin, check your headway. That train's right up behind the other one.
Oh, you know. I ended up the arse.
You're gonna have a train. You're
Not
gonna
the
have a
first
collision.
time, right?
You have 3 trains.
It's got a lot of trains coming back and forwards there.
How the hell do you have 3 trains?
But look at the pollution. I've just moved to a side-on view, and it's got like this orange haze just across the entire skyline.
It's the city
Nothing
on
wrong
Mars.
with it. If I go on the...
Do your population die in early death?
No, it's perfectly fine. What about?
107,000. Are these humans or like?
If you go on the air pollution map, there's nothing wrong with it. It's only off to the one corner.
See, it doesn't. It looks maybe. I don't know, but it looks orange to me. Where's the air pollution map?
Hey, can you throw like a coal-fired power plant in there just to mix it up a little?
There is a coal power plant in there, you know?
Oh
You
yeah,
haven't
they
know-
up in the distance there. Yeah,
So the air pollution, you're quite right, is actually.
pretty high actually.
Oh, look at those red bars, Robin.
No, shut up, but it's only on the one side.
Kill the humans! Kill the humans!
Hey, at least my place is not Chernobyl.
He's got a fair point.
Yeah,
See,
it's gonna be easy to
you
clean
have
up.
Chernobyl and I haven't.
Oh, look at this ground pollution. Actually, that's not that bad. Just
Throw a
bad in one
scrubber
corner.
down, will you? Jesus.
Germs. Oh, germs. Got loads of buildings spewing out germs.
Yeah, it's all the tech industry stuff.
Dirty industry.
Nowhere near the
Fire
residents.
risk. Ah, your fire risk is reasonably well managed. Where's the radiation map? Oh, look at that. Clean.
Suck it.
Actually got a really good... It's annoyingly efficient.
Making 42,000 an hour, 121 residents, 8.3 million. Just suck
Worked
it,
out
dude.
how you're making some money. You're selling coal.
So I got a game-related thing. Not like SimCity related, but do you remember who Phil Fish is?
No.
Well, he's a guy in America that was making a game called Fez, and it made. He was in a movie, Indie Gamer, a while back, and he was having a fallout between him and his business partner or his design partner, and when they split, there was a huge thing going on between them legally. So anyway, that I don't know where that ended up, but so a couple days ago, somebody released a game on Steam called Poncho, and it is like almost identical to Fez. There's a few differences. So in Fez, it's a 3D world that rotates, but in Poncho, like, you know how like in traditional 2D games they like have side scrollers and backgrounds and stuff like that. Well, in this one you can jump like forwards and backwards in this 3D, but like there's a lot of design similarities. Like so much so that I actually posted on Facebook, and then somebody replies, well, I put like, I was like, it's not that original, because that was my response to the other guy's posting, and then I posted a link to Fez, and then the other person posted, and he goes, the switching gameplay is different. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty obvious there's a few more design similarities. Like, just the way that, like, the levels are laid out with, like... Here. You want to see it?
Send us a link. I'll have a look at it once I've got a second.
Okay, you've gone off my city now.
Yeah, I did. I was just having a look. For despite all of the fun that we were poking at it, it's a really good city.
So, I'm posting these in the on the TeamSpeak server. Like, yeah, look at the two later. They are different, but you can tell that like somebody's ripping somebody off. Like, I'm gonna invent the car. Who invented the car? It's okay. I'm gonna add a fifth wheel. Like, what? Your car has 2 headlights. I'm gonna put 3. It's completely different. You invented electricity? It's okay. I'm gonna invent a different form of electricity. Oh god, another fucking runner game. They made a runner game out of boats.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
right. So how's that gonna work?
They have a boat going through canals. It's literally a runner game. They basically took Hydro Thunder and made it into a runner game.
Sounds crappy.
Yeah, it looks crappy too. I'm part of an indie gamer group, indie game promo. All these people that are trying to put their games out there and get like feedback and stuff on them like that. I go through these once in a while because it's like a lot of these games are crap. Like, really? You actually put time into this? Fuck. Like, you spent years of your life to make garbage. I don't understand this. Some of them are really good. It's usually the ones that are garbage that actually only have like 1 or 2 people at the most working on them. And if you're an indie gamer, I will tell you right now, your biggest flaw is going to be working by yourself.
Well, you obviously missed the trick. There's one game, obviously, that you out there will look on Steam for Shower with Your Dad.
Oh, someone recommended I buy this. I'm not even going to do it. I thought it was a joke. And when I had a look at the video, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, no way did I get greenlit. Because it's just... It's the silliest thing ever. Just go to Google and type in... No, be careful how you type it in, actually.
Alright, come on.
There's no 2 ways about it.
Come on.
It's called Shower with Your Dad Simulator, but make sure you put in simulator, otherwise you'll end up with some really weird pictures, I'm sure. It is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Shower with your dad?
Simulator.
Yep.
What the fuck? Do you still want to shower with your dad? They got greenlit?
It did, yeah.
Yep.
It's gotta be a spoof like Goat Simulator.
No. Proper indie game. 8-bit graphics.
The following trailer has been modified to suit American audiences. Was it more filth?
Yeah. It used to be worse than the trailer, that's it.
Catathon? Have you seen any... Have you seen the new lead-free pencil? No. No, any good? It's pointless. His cock is blurred out.
This is Thomas having a heart attack.
What the hell? Oh my god. I gotta send this to Mike, the guy that I used to... Like, this is better than your game.
I can't imagine who would want to play that particular game, but alright. What do I want to do with this? Got industry over there. How'd you find out which way the wind's blowing again? Oh, wind map. My bad.
Oh my god, I gotta see if these guys are on Twitch. This is gonna be a fucking... Oh man, this is gonna be bad. Hold on, this is gonna be really, really bad.
You're not gonna...
He's gonna troll them.
do me the huge,
I should have
incredible...
kept my mouth shut.
Do me the... Because I can't post on there because I'm kind of banned. Do me the huge, incredible honor of favor. One of you guys, can you go into that game channel that I told you about a while ago? And can you post that link to that? Or like, put like Google this and be like, dude, this game is better than anything you will ever build. I want to see his response to it. Because this dude is so full of himself that like, oh my god, there's a reason why he works by himself.
Gladly.
Do you remember what it is?
No.
Alright, I'll send it to you. I'll send you the link to his channel.
Alright, I'll be on there in a... I'll be on there in a bit. Is his channel live now?
Yeah, it's live now. Just be like, friendly message from Tom. You remember Tom, right? He's... No, it doesn't say. I don't know. It's gotta be funny, however it's worded. He's got 17 people.
How are 17 people watching that guy's really lousy stream?
I don't know, but you should put it on like this. Be like, Tom says hi. Congratulations on maintaining your 17-person membership or your viewing. Oh, by the way, he says that this game is better than anything you'll ever make. Or something hilarious. Use your power of that British humor. I'm sure
like, I have it on good authority. There's an emerging market in really, really, really weird child and dad simulation strategy games. Have you checked this out? Or
No, before you do, what's the channel again? I can't remember.
Oh, here, I'll send it to you too. It's hilarious to like. Don't post it in the Twitch channel because I no way at all support this guy, and I haven't talked about this guy yet, and that's for good reason because like this guy is a developer that is so incredibly full of shit. It's gotta hurt. It's almost a medical emergency. He would have to go to the hospital to alleviate the amount of shit backed up in this guy's fucking skull because. Like, okay, so for those that don't know, I do develop games on the side. I stopped development for a little while because I got something else going on, which I'm sure I'll get into at some point. But I, at some point, realized that developing by yourself is like the worst thing you could possibly do for an independent gamer. Like, you need a group of at least 3 to 5 people, and if anything, but to bounce ideas back and forth with each other. And you gotta have the right people too, because if you got a bunch of ass clowns sitting around doing nothing, I mean, that's gonna result in what this guy's doing. So, I decided to group up with some people in LA, and this guy just happened to be the first person, and he's close to my house. He has a small office. Here's the catch-22. Okay, so the guy, I'm actually older than him by like a year or two, and he opened up a studio and said it was an animation studio. Okay, alright. So I figured, well, this guy's got a studio, and he claims he actually wrote a book.
Excuse me.
And so I was like, all right, well, let me check this guy out. So I went and I was actually at his office for like, I think maybe 3 weeks, okay? And it was quite apparent this guy hadn't a fucking clue what the hell he was doing. During the 3 weeks, I start looking around after the first week and noticing all these posters on the wall. And I was like, oh, animation, the guy's just special effects. Okay, great. So I go to him, I was like, hey, what are all these posters on the wall? Like, what did you do for all these? Because, like, you know, I'd like to see, like, your work. Oh, we didn't really do anything for those movies, he tells me. Well, what the fuck do you have him hang on the wall for? Like, what did you do? And then after the next week, this was the running joke. Mike, who's actually he's an alright guy, that sort of works for him. And I was looking over my shoulder, kind of looking at him to actually do the work for the studio when I was there, and I just looked at him, and this is a shit. You know, this was the running joke until I left. I was like, "Hey, Mike." He's like, "What?" It's like, I was like, "What exactly do you do here?" Because it was like I didn't even think about it at the time, but it was the same thing that was said in the movie Office Space when they're trying to downsize in Attack. When he got the two Bobs there, like, what exactly do you do here?
That movie's brilliant.
And so that was the running joke. And so what he was doing is he was buying 3D components off of what was it, like some 3D site, and he was making a scene for a CGI movie. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, you don't actually create anything here, right? It's like, oh no, we just take the shit off of there and then put it on here because it's like 10 times easier. I was like, but
that's a scam.
I was like, but you're charging people thousands of dollars to create original content, correct? He's like, yeah, but this is way easier. I don't even have to work. He goes, this is like 2 or 3 hours of work just to like move things around versus creating. He's like, look at that light right there. If I had to sit there and create that light, it'd probably take me about 2 hours. And that's just for the light. If I got to do the whole scene, he goes, I'd be here for like months. I was like, why aren't you creating your own stock footage or your own stock models? He's like, but I pay for the models, so what's the problem? I was like, if you don't get that, that's fine. So this guy, whoever this other guy is hiring these guys to make a scene for a movie that he's producing, and they're buying models. And I don't know if the producer is thinking these guys are doing original material or not. I don't know what the contract was, but so they're getting paid for doing nothing except for like moving 3D models around in a 3D environment. And maybe doing some lighting and stuff, but that's really about it. But Mike, I'd say where Mike's strong point was, or a strong skill set was, is he understood how to use a mocap suit. So like some animation and stuff was pretty cool, but they didn't really do a lot of animation stuff there. So at least in the time I was there. So I don't know if they're on hiatus or something, but I didn't see anything going on there. And then yeah, so. I think Mike could probably work at a studio, like an actual game studio, but what the hell? I even forgot this other the lead guy there. He's such a tool. I can't even remember his name. It wasn't even worth remembering.
Fond memories of this place, huh?
Yeah, he's a jackass. I honestly forgot. Holy shit. And the name of his fucking studio, Kenny. This stupid asshole. Anyway, are you gonna post?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm on the stream anytime you're out.
Somehow, dude, it's funny. When I first got in there, it was only like 12, 13 people, and mysteriously, all of a sudden, that I start talking about him, his viewership doubles.
Ah, go figure.
So yeah, all right. So this is what I got to put in there and be like, oh, by the way, Tom says you're welcome for getting your viewership doubled in the last 20 minutes. By the way, this game's better than anything you're gonna build. Kiss his ass. wonder if you can still see me if I type in the channel. Neil, if you ban somebody in Twitch, can you still see what they say even though that they're banned from posting publicly?
I don't think so. It might come through to the IRC client if he's using that, but I doubt it.
This isn't even his game. Find somebody else's game, and he's a fucking game studio.
So is he literally just ripping off other people's work?
Yeah, and that was the big argument when I left, because, like, somebody had pointed out the fact to me that if I did keep on making a game and it actually became pretty popular, simply by using his computer, like his power and everything like that, he was entitled to a certain percentage of the game. Because there's a law in California, or maybe even in general in the States, that, like, if you use somebody else's resources to make something, they're entitled to some kind of compensation for it. So I brought that up to his attention. I was like, look, it's like, you might have to sign some contractual, you know, paperwork here, because at the end of the day, like, I'm not giving you shit, you know? So his overall thing was, I don't know what he was trying to do, but he proposed everything as a hackerspace. But at the end of the day, I don't know. Yeah, he didn't change anything. At the end of the day, he's having people come into his office to create a channel with buzz on it to spread his influence out. So in other words, he sucks so bad that nobody wants to watch him, so he brings other people in under the disguise of a hackerspace. But in reality, what he's doing is he's using people that actually are interesting, that they could produce product, to boost himself. His animation studio fails, his fucking game studio fails, and he's living he probably lives in his parents' basement, or at least at some point he did for a while. He's basically living off of other people's coattails. Like, if you're if you're in Los Angeles, California, this is where movies get made. Like, yeah, there are other parts of the planet where they make movies, but like Los Angeles, fucking Hollywood, there's a reason why it's Hollywood, okay? This dude could not make it in this town as a fucking animator. If you can't make it in Hollywood as an animator, you're pretty damn bad. Okay? So, not only did he fail at that, but now he's failing horribly as becoming a game maker.
This guy sounds brilliant.
He's got fucking
a
cocky ass. Yeah, he's got cocky asshole, like fucking. I don't even. I got him on mute.
Language as well. Remember?
Yeah, but we're on my. All right, whatever. But like, I don't even have to have like the volume on, and just body language. Just look at him. Like, that's the kind of guy that I'll punch you in the nuts and not think much of it and keep walking on the street. Anyway, this guy's getting me fired up. I'm gonna shut him off. Post the link. Post something really quickly so I can turn him off.
The moment I saw you smile, now everywhere you go, my eyes follow close, and I'm just waiting for the time to be right to tell you how I've loved you for a while.
He's got to give away a PS4 to get viewers.
Really?
Yep.
That's desperate.
Maybe we should point that out. Be like, you know, I think it's pretty desperate. You got to have other people come in that you ride off their coattails to prop up yourself. And not only that, and you got to give away a PS4. Hey. I see Gunny.
What did he type? I
he just put a smiley face. Oh, wait a minute. Guys, Google shower with your bow is way better than this.
Get in there, Robin.
Troll.
Do it! Get him! cares about your damn lunch schedule, dude?
Not even listening to it, so got volume turned off.
Well, the funny part is, like, if you go to... I don't know, I don't remember if it was in his Twitch channel or it was on YouTube that I found this, but he gives this whole speech about how he thinks unpaid internships are a good thing for people that are trying to break into the industry. And while they are good and they have valid points, this guy is just literally using free everything. He just uses people. And the funny part is, it's one thing if you use people to produce something that like is a benefit of some type, some way, shape, or form. But this guy just uses people just because he's a fucking... I don't know. He doesn't... What do they call that? Like it's not Is it narcissist?
I don't know.
His level of stupidity is beyond... It's beyond me. And I'm saying I was a supporter of Potato Jr. here for a while. That says something.
True.
Anyway, this guy fires me up because if you want to know the level of stupidity of LA, just watch this guy for about 20 minutes, and this is just giving you the tipping point. And this is like the mid-level society stupidity, and there's a whole level of like lower end, lower society issues that are way worse than this. And this is how this just puts everything into perspective about how bad LA is. But back to the dad's showering with your dad's simulator. I feel. Hold on, who's this guy?
Did he actually reply?
Nope. They're not looking at the screen.
I feel like Lewis Black sometimes. Do you guys know who Lewis Black is?
No.
He's an angry comedian, and like his forte is like when you watch him do his skits, he's got to do his skits in short bursts because like when he's trying to like explain like the stupidity of things and make them comical, you can just tell that he's like 2 seconds away from snapping and killing someone.
Oh, gotcha.
I feel like that dude like so much sometimes. He's 67. Wow.
Well, halfway done on the researching thermal generator.
Nice.
One coal power plant with everything is now not enough. Get another coal power plant, do an oil one, and not do nuclear.
Nuclear's awesome. It's just a few side effects.
Oh my god.
Do an oil.
You gotta watch this sometime too. He goes off on iPhones and Apples, and he's like, "They are not one of us. They have no testicles." That dude is my hero. Him and George Carlin, those two guys, comedians. Oh man.
I gifted myself some money. It's taking forever to get here. Come on.
What region are you busy playing in?
I'm in the same one. Am I in the same one you're in? I think I am. Skiffle Delta.
Yeah.
I'm working on Jolly Rancher Crossing.
Dude, your windmill's ready to freaking take off, man.
It really is, isn't it?
Wee, wee. Looks like the spokes of a dirt bike. Did you demolish your whole city?
No, this is a new one. It's the last one of 4 in this region that were undeveloped.
You bastard! You could have given me a city.
Oh no, I already claimed it ages ago.
You could have gave it up. Come on.
I can give up one of my others. Do you want one?
Yeah. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to stand today, but yeah. Like, if anything, I can come back and have fun tomorrow in the morning. Because I really got to get in the garage and start putting some of that car together. Thanks to daylight savings time, I only got like 4 or 5 hours of daylight left.
Oh, well, it's been dark here for hours.
Well, that's what happens when you're on the other side of the planet. I hope it's dark there, otherwise we'd be having a huge problem. What'd you say, Gunny? Tell me.
I said, well, that's your own fault for being the other side of the world.
That's my fault for being on the round ball floating through space. Here I thought the world was flat. Do you know that there's still people that think the world is flat?
Did he really?
I've
not seen photographs from space.
Well, they're all flat pictures, though.
That is true.
So that's how it's going down, is it?
Yeah.
Because the pictures are flat, the world is flat. That's
Actually,
good logic.
Here's the next. That road's got "fail" written all over it, by the way, for efficiency.
Yeah, I'm kind of working that out already. Oh, welcome to the channel. Sunny 1984.
Hello, Sunny.
Pull up a seat and welcome to chaos.
Yeah. Stay for the SimCity. No. What is it? Come for the SimCity, stay for the chaos.
Yeah. Speaking of which, how's your landlord? Have you spoken to him today?
I have not seen him. I think he finally got the hint. Either that or he's plotting an eviction. I don't know.
You better hope it's not the latter.
Nah, I can't. Because we're planning on moving out in the springtime anyway, so we already have it in the lease that we were able to renew it, so there's really not much you can do. Short of me burning the place down, can't really do anything.
You burned down your own house. It's a bit drastic to move, isn't it?
No, I would never do that, of course. But no, it's just like... Oh my god.
Yes, my 2 million just got here.
He's gonna be like...
Hey, Sunny 1984.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? He's gonna be like, if I ever become a comedian, he's gonna be the person that, like, he's gonna be my go-to guy. If I could stick my landlord and Kenny in a room, I would love to bet on one of them to see who would come out. Because honestly, I don't know. I don't know who would kill who first. I think it would be like a cage match of USC proportions, but it would be like on a slow declining death roll. Like, who's gonna claw each other's eyes out first? And you can just watch it. Like, you can watch it. It's almost like if somebody was stalking like a kill in Africa, like they're on a safari hunt. You can just like watch from a distance, and then right when you're getting ready to kill, they just kill the animals kill each other.
You've actually really thought about this, haven't you?
No, I should just pull that on my ass now. But the point is, like, the landlord could be easily put into a bloopers reel. I don't know if I talked about this instance, but like when I was talking to him about like how long the road or the driveway was taking, or not the driveway, the front yard. He goes, well, you don't want me to bring over people that are homeless or not, I don't know if they're homeless, but like, because you don't want me to bring over people that are standing in front of Home Depot to get this project finished. I'm like, dude, this is taking forever. He's like, yeah, but it's been hot the last few weeks. Okay, well then come over in the morning before it gets hot. Start work at like 8 o'clock. Work 8 to noon. And then come over after the sun like starts to go down, like 3, 4 o'clock at night. Come back at night and then work for like 2 or 3 more, 4 more hours. That's what they do in Europe. That's why they have long lunches in Europe, like like France, stuff like that, because during the hot day, for most part, if you're working outside, like that's what started all of it. Nobody wants to work in like 100-degree heat. I understand that, but like, do a few hours in the morning and then go home, relax for a little while, and then come back and do a few hours at night. Hell, even if you don't even come back at night, you come in the morning and do like 3-4 hours. But he goes, his response to that was, well, I'm really not a morning person. Really? Really? Walter 85. This game is still alive.
Yeah, Volter 85. I think we're the only ones on Twitch still rocking this.
We got another one. Lonely Grace. Oh my god, I'm so butchering everybody's names.
I can't get that right. How do you say that? Is that Loningase?
Can we have the enunciation version of your name,
This
please?
is terrible.
I totally butcher everybody's name, so don't take it personally. But I do appreciate you coming in the channel. It's good to see people.
It's good to see people.
We love people.
We love people. Well, you don't love your landlord.
Come into my shed.
No, don't. Whoa, that's gone to a whole new level I wasn't prepared for.
That's my neighbor. He's building a shed, so that's gonna get interesting. Oh my god, I don't know what he's gonna put in there, but there's a window so I can look into it.
What do you hope he's building?
I don't know. Hopefully something quiet, but I got a feeling that's not going to be the case. He's building something industrial over there. But the landlord is a certain kind of special. Why don't you play Skylines? Oh no.
Oh, I do have Skylines. I personally don't get along with it. I find it a little bit too boring, but I do see why people like it, so I do stream it from time to time, actually. I probably should do a stream of that at some point.
How long has Skylines been available, or how long has it been out?
Skylines is about, I think, 6 months old.
Yeah, okay, alright, but think about how when SimCity first came out, it wasn't an instant success. I think it took like a year or two for it to catch on.
I don't think this game's actually ever caught on. You see the reviews it's got when it was new?
SimCity?
SimCity, yeah. This game absolutely tanked when it came out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, Skylines, it's got way better graphics than what SimCity originally had. Hell, do you remember SimCity for, like, Nintendo or Super Nintendo? Oh my god, that was a that was a game that made you want to hurt yourself.
I remember...
Are you trying to, like, spell something out in those streets? Like, what the hell's going on?
I'm trying to decide how... I'm trying to make the streets more interesting, but I'm really failing at this.
You are failing so bad. Look, all you gotta do is extend the streetcar version down the backside of that, and then and then square it off and put smaller cities in between. Because when you get those bigger mega towers, I would put them over there, and then I don't know. Actually, yeah, put them over there. But as long as you got two out of the 4 sides with high flow traffic, you should be alright with that.
What I'm going to do is, I was going to put industry on the island, but now I'm not so sure. I might make the island housing.
Well, which way is the wind going? You don't need too much industry in your city. You need a tiny bit of industry. Like, this is what I did. So I just put a little bit of industry just to kind of give some sort of like relief to the low wages. And then I jacked the taxes up, taxed the shit out of the poor people, and then put colleges in it. And that way, because medium wealth people will attract more medium wealth people, and then the medium wealth people will in turn attract the higher wealth. Mm-hmm. And then the higher wealth, medium and high wealth attract people with money, and then people with money spend it in the tourism stuff. So that's how that all rolls out. It's kind of like real life. It tax the shit out of the low-income people.
I can totally do that.
Hey man, I'm up to 40 million Somalians. Uh-oh, my comment is trending. Look, it's looking. I wish they would get rid of the damn like button on Facebook. Either that, or have a dislike button. And I know they're working on that, but they should start rolling that out because like I find it morbidly curious when people start liking like posts of people that are dead or dying. It's like, why would you want to like that?
Weird.
Yeah, you only have a few options with Facebook. You can like something, you can share something, or you can comment on it. And like, a lot of times people don't like to comment because like, what do you say to somebody that like lost their loved one? Like, you know, hey, sorry for your loss. But then if you want to share it to somebody like because they're a celebrity, you don't want to like it because that's just morbidly cruel. And then if you share it, okay, that's fine, I guess. I don't know. Dude, your city planning is like people in LA.
It's not very good, is it?
Why are you like staggering the roads like that?
So you can maximize how many houses can fit, not houses, how many businesses can fit around it, but this may not work how I planned on it working.
I see people stagger things like that quite a bit, but I don't think those actually work.
We'll soon find out.
I don't know. Maybe I got OCD with trying to make everything symmetrical in my game or something. See if you can put a cruise ship or a cruise liner down in that the bay there. See if it can go like through there. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, it's good. Just give me a city. Like I said, I still gotta do other stuff, but I wonder if you abandon your city, I get it.
If I abandon a city, you should be able to take it over. I say should be able to.
Buy stock in Microsoft, by the way.
Really?
Yes. And here's the thing.
Why would I want to do that? Yeah, go on, justify that.
Alright, let me pull up their stock. So, Microsoft started rolling out, so in 2000 to 2010, it's been pretty consistent. But since Bill Gates retired, I don't know how many years ago it was. I think it was like maybe 2012, 2013. When he retired, the stock started going up again. And the reason for all this is because, okay, so Steve Jobs is dead. He's passed away. And Apple is really struggling to find something unique. They put these fucking watches out. Like, they're not going to catch on. Like, people buy them, yeah, because it's an Apple product. But I'm more than certain, convinced that like as of like next year, by next summer, people are going to get tired of putting them on every day because they don't work without the phone.
Nope.
So what's the point? If you want to know what time it is, don't be a lazy ass. Just pull your phone out of your pocket. It's got a bigger screen. It's there, and it's just not something else that you gotta like wear. You know. And I don't understand the functionality of it. I understand the functionality of it, like it physically working, like I played with one, but anyway. So Apple's going on this crusade to try and come up with the next big thing, but the thing of it is, Apple doesn't create anything. They're not. They say that they're innovative.
Hey, somebody else that gets it.
They're not innovative. Like they haven't invented shit. they didn't invent the computer, or like Steve Jobs didn't invent the computer. His other buddy pretty much did.
Steve whatever his name is.
Yeah, Steve Wozniak did.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, so that guy and Steve Jobs pretty much like rode that dude's coattails, which is debatable because like I don't think the computer would have took off as much as it did without Steve's marketing or his sense of business. So I will give him that much. But Steve Jobs didn't create any, so the operating system he didn't write. He got that from somebody else. He didn't invent the mouse. He got that from somebody else. Like, they take trending existing product, and at the time when cell phones were just starting to become very popular, people were starting to get them. He saw an emerging market with a necessity to advance that, and a lot of people don't know this, but the tablet was supposed to come out first. But once they realized they could make a phone out of it, they shelved the tablet and they brought out in a phone. So he didn't invent the phone. He just made the phone. They make everything simpler for the human, which is why I think the next big thing is gonna be a freaking car. And I swear to God, if I ever get rear-ended by an iCar, oh my God! The amount of like
people buy him an iCar.
Yeah. It's like Tesla. If the self-driving car rear-ends you, who is responsible? If I ever get rear-ended by a Tesla, I'm going to go have a conversation with Elon personally. There may or may not be a bat involved.
Tesla's already covered themselves for this one. Merck, everything, it's Volvo and Mercedes. Both are doing the same thing. They will take responsibility if there's a crash involving their auto pilot system. Elon and Tesla are taking the opposite and basically said it's the driver's fault. They take no responsibility. The driver should be in control of the car at all times.
Well, you kind of have to be responsible because if you label the product self-driving, that means it's driving itself. I mean, yeah, okay, if you're an autopilot, does the pilot not bear responsibility if the plane crashes, if it's on autopilot? But it's one of those things where, like, okay, you have to have a special license to drive a freaking airplane, for starters. Like, you got to be trained how to use it, and most people aren't going to sit there and be trained. Like, not everyday morons become airline pilots. At least I hope that's not the case. Every once in a while you'll see one of those drunk pilots on the news, but then again, you also see the guy that can land a plane in the Hudson River with no fatalities. So, but the point is Elon surrounds himself with fantastic, wonderful people that can just they can just create awesome things. You know what I mean? Like, I actually like Elon's business. I like Tesla. I like what they do because they actually produce something. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, well, he jokes. You want to find a bunch of failed Tesla employees? Go look at Apple, because the ones he fires are the ones that Apple hire.
You're right. I think he did. I think he went on a rant with those. Like, there was something along the lines where because Apple was trying to go to Tesla and get their employees, but they would go to Apple and then they would come back a year or so later. Because they weren't inventive or innovative or anything. But the problem with Elon is he surrounds himself with these wonderful, fantastic people, but when it comes time to put something like this on the market, he doesn't understand how stupid your average person really is. Especially in LA. LA is like the mecca of stupidity.
You heard it here first, gentlemen.
Yeah. So I could not imagine the large amount of self-driving cars being a huge success in LA because people slam on their brakes, swerve around. Frick. Okay, those sensors in those cars supposedly detect everything. Okay, and I don't know how fast the reaction time is for this vehicle, but It ain't quick enough, and I can guarantee that because in LA, people don't use the turn signals when they change lanes. They drive 20 miles over the speed limit easily, and that's on a slow day. Like when I try to pass some people sometimes, and the standard speed limit is 65 in the city, but let's be honest, nobody in the country really goes 65. They're usually doing about 70, maybe 75. You know, depending on like your average speeder. No, not in LA. They're doing 85, 90. And it's 65, and that's standard in LA. And cops don't even pull anybody over unless they're weaving through traffic and looking like they will cause a wreck. That's the only time they pull people over. So it's like the Autobahn, and they use the rules of the road. If they don't like you, they'll pull you over then. I mean, I've never been pulled over because they love my driving skills, but but yeah, like there's chaotic accidents that happen every day here. So like for example, when I went to work one day, there was a truck that did a 180 on the highway, and I think I told you guys about this before, but yeah, there's a truck that did a 180 on the highway, but it happened before I got there, and it was just sitting in the highway in the middle of like nowhere, and I phoned it in the 911, and they couldn't even find the truck. The city has cameras in every corner of every street in LA, and they couldn't find this truck that was telling them where it was. I was like, dude, how hard is this? So, in this instance, there's a standing.
Just interrupt you there. Welcome to the stream. 28 fat kids later. What a name!
Did you use barbecue sauce?
Oh, I get it. Yeah, welcome to the channel. Pull up a chair.
Did you have them with a side of fava beans?
How many of us played Charity Dad first?
No, not charity dad. You're saying it wrong. It's shower with your dad.
I said shower. Look.
It's,
Blah, blah, blah.
it sounds like you're saying chowder, like New England clam chowder.
Chowder.
Did you chowder with your father?
Look, I can't help it if I sound unmistakably British, okay?
Have you showered with your father lately?
Just to avoid any confusion, it's a game that we were talking about earlier.
It's a game that got greenlit on Steam. Like, they had to have like approved that on like a humorous basis. Like, all right, we'll put it out. You blurred out the cock. It's all good.
Yeah, no, but someone at Valve was like, if we just allow this to go on, that'd be really funny. What could possibly go wrong?
Like, they're probably thinking like, who's gonna buy this? And then they look at Goat Simulator and like, okay.
Yeah.
And that was probably the guy's argument, like, dude, you approved Goat Simulator. Why can't you approve my game?
I guess there comes a point.
At least Ghost Simulator was funny.
Yeah, there's more content in Goat Simulator too, so I can imagine that.
And it's 3D.
It is 3D. I'm sorry, I don't want to see 3D cock of your father while showering
I
with him.
was about to say, I wouldn't want to see that.
Hey Neil, go scroll up. See that one road that like kind of is longer than the rest of them? See if you can connect that road. See if you can connect that road as a bridge over to like the corner of that other area.
I don't want to have traffic go through the housing area. I want to keep that on its own.
Okay. See what low residential then?
I want to try and persuade all of the traffic to travel over the bridge to get to the other side.
Remember SimCity 2000? If you made like a rural area, it turned into farmland.
Mm-hmm.
They should have kept that. I don't know why they got rid of that.
Yeah, there's a couple of questionable decisions they made. I don't know.
Probably like, we've been there, done that. Moving on.
I'm sure they have their reasons. Come on, fire engines. There's a fire. Come on, get over there. Never mind.
So, so many holes. I've kind of come to the conclusion that I think I might actually start a second store too. Remember that the garage site there I showed you?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about doing that, but in conjunction with the main store.
Okay.
Because on the site, I don't know if it would be too. I think maybe what could be. There's going to be a lot of performance aspects.
Generator is done.
Generator? We got to do like a 4-way SimCity build sometime.
Can we do? Well, you can't share a city amongst each other. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
No. Like if we all did a one region build, but remember how we were talking about doing the Friday the 13th? Like, you know, the screen split.
Oh, I'm with you.
We could have us three, and then whatever links or whatever you wanted to put in the one of those squares. So we could have three cities going at once, but all in the same region, all on the same channel, which would be kind of interesting.
That'll be really cool. Me and you could pull it off, okay? But Robbie's internet, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, you can post screenshots.
Still not good enough.
Oh man.
Yeah, he could email the screenshots. They'll still take hours to get here.
Can you physically
Right, so
see
you've
his
got-
house from your house, Neil?
No, it's a little bit too far. He's about a mile away. As the crow flies,
No,
about a mile.
I wonder if you take a Yagi
Make
antenna.
it more about 3 miles.
It's not 3 miles, is it?
Yeah, it's about
Do you-
3
No,
miles.
you're not that far.
Alright, do you guys both have rentals or you have houses or?
But yeah, he's renting.
Okay. Well, I was able to pick up Wi-Fi signals like miles away, but the apparatus required for such signal reception is rather large.
I also think it's going to be largely illegal here to do anything like that without permission. Anyway,
No, well, technically speaking, you could say that you desire to use your own internet at his house or something. It doesn't matter because, like, what it is I could build you a contraption that would allow you to share your internet with like a few miles of wherever you're at. It is a big contraption though. Basically, it consists of a 36-inch satellite dish and a 24-inch Yagi antenna with a power transmission booster.
what?
No, I built one of
Where?
these
Where would I put that?
on your roof.
Oh, I kind of gathered, but it's huge.
Yeah, it works. I'm telling you, it works like nobody's business. Like, I was able to. The only drawback is you gotta have a line of sight, so it's gotta be up high. I shot it over a valley for, I think it was like 2.5 miles, something like that. 2.5 miles. I shot it over a valley from one peak to another peak, and I had I think it was like about 70 DPI, and I was still able to transmit data.
I think we're going to struggle to get line of sight.
The only drawback is the ping was a little on the higher end, but it was like, as long as you're not trying to make headshots, you can do it.
Yeah,
Like-
ain't gonna happen.
Like if you wanted to stream like Hulu or something or Netflix, it would work. Why are we down to 2 people? Nobody likes this.
We had a lot of people come and go tonight.
They don't like the landlord stories?
Maybe not.
I think it's SimCity.
I think the game is a big part of it. Ooh, Steam message.
What the hell are you building? A lot of happy people. Did you give them drugs?
Never done that before. So.
That's looking better. My decision to design over there hasn't really worked how I planned. Not enough workers. Well, you've got enough houses. We've got another spammer. Don't click the link there, guys.
Not looking at the stream, so no idea.
You have been banned.
Fatality. I have to stab a few more users like that if that keeps up tonight, because there's been a fair few of those. I would have built that all the way around, wouldn't I? Right, demolish.
I'm doing something I've never done before. Gonna launch some people into space.
Hey, I got an idea for a game. We're gonna call it Shower with Your Goat Simulator.
I can see an emerging market for
that. Yeah, Jeff Dunham can do the marketing for you.
Who put Walter on the goat in the shower? Yeah, I could do the store that way too, because like I could sell product. I could take some of the revenue that I'm making off
I've
the.
got an earthquake.
This just in. We have earthquake.
Hold on to something.
Have you ever any guys actually ever felt an earthquake?
We had a small one here a few years ago when I was up towards Nottingham, but it was not on the scale that you guys can get them.
What was the magnitude?
Oh, well.
It came out at a 6 point something.
That's pretty big. Was it off the coast or on mainland?
It was about a mile underground. It happened. It was up towards Nottingham.
Yeah, I felt I think I felt like a 5.2 or something like that, but.
And it freaked me out because I was staying in a hotel at the time. I was up there on business, and it happened at something like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I had no idea what it was, and it just woke me up. and it passed within about 30 seconds, but I was really confused because I was half asleep. I thought I actually dreamt it and went back to bed.
Yeah, ours
And
lasted.
read about it on the news the next morning. I was like, oh, that's what it was.
Ours lasted like I think like a minute and a half. NASA shock study: Antarctica is not shrinking. Antarctica is not shrinking according to the latest study from NASA. Furthermore, instead of contributing to the rising sea levels, which the still very much frozen southern continent is actually reducing them by 0.23 millimeters a year. The study by an organization not hitherto noted for downplaying environmental scares will come as a major blow for climate alarmists. For decades, they have cited Antarctica as one of the bellwethers of global warming catastrophe, and they have claimed, as some other people, most recent assess report wow, NASA saying that global warming is a hoax.
Well, that is not a surprise.
Somebody at NASA says, I know some of the climate deniers will jump on this and say that means that we don't have to worry as much as some people have them making it out to believe. It should not take away from the concern about climate warming. As global temperatures rise, Antarctica is expected to contribute to more sea level rise, though when exactly that will kick in and what to an extent remains unclear.
Nice.
Your chair has that like little click to it. It sounds like you're farting through the chair.
Oh, mine don't.
No, Johnny's. Mine just has a squeak. Yours has that like that little. Sounds like a frog shit his pants. You guys are too much fun, man. If I ever come to England, we gotta go to and grab a pint somewhere.
That'll be cool.
I want to grab one of those mini scooters and like go around London on it.
No, just for that. You
Good
stay
luck.
over there. They're affectionately known as the Wally trolleys. You go ahead and use one of those.
Well, honestly, I think it would be safer for everybody because I'm not used to driving on the wrong side of the road, so I'll actually have like more room.
Okay, fair enough.
So I think for the first time over there, actually, you know, it'd be really cool. I mean, not even so much like going through London because I can see that being a big issue, but like cruising around like the northern, like rural areas with it, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, I don't know how much rural land you guys have up in the north, but
Yeah, it's once you go north of a city, say like Manchester or Liverpool, it's very sparsely populated.
okay. So most of your population is like near London, pretty much, or like the southern part.
Yep.
That's kind of good too, because like honestly, if I were like moved to England, I'd have to live like in the northern part. I could not live in London. I probably would kill myself or somebody else at the same time.
I wouldn't live up in Scotland because just the weather's rubbish.
Oh, I love
You
like,
have to put up with JC.
That's
Yeah.
true. He lives in Scotland.
JC lives in Scotland?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'd have to go visit him. I'll feed him slices of cheese under his door underneath the stairs.
Oh.
You think you might need a bit of haggis for that, right?
Actually, you know what's interesting? I like rainy, cold weather. Like, I like snow weather. I like extreme climate weather that's cold. So I'll probably like Scotland quite a bit, actually.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't like hot weather. I don't like the hot climates of like tropical plants and all this other nasty crap. I don't like talking parrots. I'd rather have a big giant grizzly bear eat the parrot.
Alright,
You know?
okay.
Like, I love cold environments. Like they're not so bad as long as you like don't kid yourself and learn how to live in them. Because a lot of people that were complaining about snow in upstate New York, they would be like, "Oh, the snow's coming. I don't like the snow." Well, what kind of car do you have? Oh, I have a Buick. Like, really? Really? I can see why snow's kind of an issue for you. Get your ass a fucking truck or a Jeep or something with four-wheel drive, put studded tires on there, and buy a snowblower. It's not that difficult. And in the meantime, if you want to have some fun, buy a snowmobile. Go out and learn some fun. Like, dude, snowmobiles are so much fun. Like, when you're out bobbing through the snow and everything, like, you're not cold because you're moving you're constantly moving, so your body heat keeps you warm. And, like, it's actually pretty good exercise, too, because the snow burns more calories than you ever will in the gym. And it's, you know, so, you know, do all those three, and you will love the snow, because worst case, if you cannot physically get out of your driveway with your 4x4 truck, you got a snowmobile that'll get you to the store if you need it. You know, it's not the end of the world.
This is true.
And they do have suits that you can get that feel like you're rolling around on the sand in the middle of a snow-covered field, and you know, it's like, would you wear a suit?
Well, I'm shortly going to be launching some Sims into space.
Hey, it's like, would you wear a suit in the ocean? No. Well, why would you go outside and not prepare like with a t-shirt and shorts? Like, you know.
I'm not sure you'll be able to see it if you came into Jelly Top Valley, but yeah, we're launching that soon.
No, that'll only be something you can see.
Oh.
A game annoying it doesn't share stuff like that.
I'm randomly sending people shower with your dad links to Steam on Facebook. I'm waiting for the responses.
I can just imagine what the responses are going to be.
I think people are confused.
I would be.
I think that game is basically it's like a joke for game developers. It can't be really taken seriously.
I don't think the developer of that game actually takes it that seriously, to be honest. From what I've seen and what they say about it, they're taking the comedy value of that and running with it.
Hey, I have a question as far as this funeral that I'm going to. So, like, the guy that his wife died was originally, like I said, from England. Is there any like, I don't know, because like he's been in America for 30 years. So I don't think he really can consider himself a British dude anymore. But I was curious to see if there's any like traditions that differs in the UK versus like America. Like, I don't know, like if there's something that be like special or something. Because I don't really know the guy 100%, but obviously I know that like his passion was with Porsche and stuff like that, and I don't know. I gotta go to that Thursday morning, so.
No, it's much the same, I think. Oh, we have a new viewer.
Who do we have? Did you say this? But I don't see it for like a good minute or two. Ew, shit. Jega under?
Yeah, how would you say that? Jaganda? I hope I got it right. Welcome to the channel. Pull up a seat. What was I doing? Trying to build this.
What up?
What's up? Not much. Just trying to fill out this city in the region. Got Thomas and Gunny in stream with us. Trying to keep the conversation going.
This is the
Yes,
final
see.
exam for city planners in LA.
Love this game. J.E. Gouda. Like chowder. Chowder! Yes, from earlier. Sorry, unrelated. Unrelated. J.E. Gouda.
Chowder?
Gouda?
Would you like-
Gouda's a cheese.
Would you like to chowder with your dad?
Okay, go to the cheese.
He's not going to get the dad reference because we were talking about a game earlier called Shower with Your Dad Simulator, and I didn't think it was real, but apparently it is.
Yeah, whoever made that game is not one of us.
No, they're not. Right, anyway, where was we? Let's get the city on the move, shall we? Too much green space. Way too much green space.
Yeah, so in this channel, so SimCity is awesome and everything, but the conversations are kind of random. So periodically, you hear me go on a rant about either my landlord, my neighbor, and anything else that might be going on. Yeah, I'm kind of like a Lewis Black. I just go off the wall and random stuff. And if it gets slow enough, I'll randomly just go to CNN and pull like the top story of somebody dying on there.
we'll just pull a random daily from CNN and run with that. It's fine.
Yeah. Forget drones. Here come delivery robots. Oh my god.
Oh man.
This thing looks like a drone that went to Mars, and it's got a little like radio flag on it and goes down sidewalks.
Really?
Yeah, it's. I'll post a link if you want. But he wants to know where we're from. So I'm actually in Los Angeles, and where are you guys from?
Me and Gunny are from England.
Good day, mate. Or is that that's Australia?
Why did you go Australian? Dayton is in America. Dayton, yeah.
I don't know. No. That's not right. That's not. Why the hell would you make a cooler with wheels? That's pretty much what is made. So, if you're a thief and you saw a cooler with wheels going down the road devoted to deliver some crap, I guarantee you there's going to be some guy with a bat sitting on his porch waiting for one of these things to stroll on by. They're gonna be like, oh, well, that's cool, free stuff, and then just smash the top of it and take it and run. What a freaking moron! Like,
Do you play SimCity, Gouda? I'm
Chowder!
I'm just gonna call you J.E.
we're just
or
gonna
Jeg.
Fuck yeah, we're all the birthplace where the Wright brothers are from.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Learned something new.
Unfortunately, the Wright brothers were not the first people to fly. Oh, we went there.
Hang on, were they not?
Oh, it was like a Brazilian dude or something.
Well, the system we're all using wouldn't exist without the British. Thank you. Seeing as it was a British guy who invented the internet.
True.
And it took your American universities to develop it into what it is today.
Yeah, it's always amazing to hear like when things were actually developed for the first time. It's like the light bulb. You know damn well Edison didn't invent the light bulb. He stole it from this other dude. But he was just the first person that got to the patent office first. So because of that, they credit him.
Right. Sims going into space.
Ugh. Oh.
Seeing as I've never done this.
I've never launched Sims into space neither. You need... I should put an archaeology for this, shouldn't I?
Maybe.
I think so.
See, look, if we actually were all in the same sim, we could benefit from the research and everything. So we gotta. Can you get me a city before you log off, so that way I can start building it up or fixing your
sweet.
shit? Give me Chernobyl.
Whoa.
Chernobyl was in another region. Let's have a look. What have we got here?
Can we have one region
Well,
where we're all in the same region?
You can move into this one. If I get...
Well, let's do one that you're gonna be in for a while.
It's going to be this one. Let me contact Bandit and get him to give up his cities. Because he's got 4 cities in a corner with nothing on them.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because then I can have the ecology over there in the corner too.
I'm just contacting him on Steam now. Oh, I'm the streamer. This voice that you hear now is me, Geek Elite Gamer. Thomas, speak.
Hello.
Yeah, that's Thomas, and the other guy you'll hear is Robin or Gunny.
Are you?
When we're talking, you'll see our names coming up in the top right-hand corner of the screen. It will tell you who's talking at that moment in time. As well.
Good day, mate.
G'day, have you got Australian as well? Damn South Africans.
Did you come?
You want me to be South African? Alright, bro.
What was that?
Ready for it?
Hi, donkey.
I don't even know what that means. Uh-oh, power problem. Who's got the music?
That would be Thomas.
You come from the land down under.
Well, data from my archaeology is Sims Space Marshal's defense against alien aggression.
We've got another
aliens
spammer.
out there.
Don't worry, I got him.
There's aliens? Really? Who knew?
Yeah.
Don't click the spam links, guys. Just skip over those when they come up. I don't know why that's happening a lot today.
There's been a lot of spamming in Twitch for, I think, the last few months. I don't know what they're doing about it, but I'm not sure if there's anything you really can do, to be honest with you. I think they gotta change their API, because I don't think they're doing it like they can't be going to each room and like spamming people manually. That would take forever. But I think there's something going on with some coding that, like,
yeah, they're definitely autonomous.
Yeah.
This city is not doing too well.
Well, I got 16.5 million.
Do you want to send some of that this way? I'm desperate. Oh, that wasn't a joke.
I'm low to change Jelly Tots Valley now. It's just making me a crapload of money for nothing.
Well, that's cool, though. To start charging these guys more to live here. Actually, yeah, Robin, can you seriously just send us some money?
Hell no. Get your
16 million, you just said.
Yeah, 17 million.
Okay, guys, what do you reckon? He's being a bit mean. I'm only asking for about 2 million. Still leave you with 15 million.
And I work bloody hard for that money, thank you.
You're sat on your really dodgy chair. Exactly that chair, the one we can eat. Look at the little happy little sim faces. Now go get educated, you lot.
Get your ass to school. So ever since this,
Yes, you
huh? What?
Huh?
You what?
I was gonna say, ever since this this video surfaced of this cops putting that girl in her place, there's been a lot more videos of this coming up, and dude, these kids are just horrible these days. And the funny part is, everybody's like, they're all in the inner cities that these videos are being posted. Like, I don't understand like why these kids act the way they do. Like, go to school, learn something, and shut the hell up.
Well, yeah,
Like,
that's pretty much it.
If you're, it's not a mall. You go there to learn. If you don't want to learn, okay, go get a damn job. Nobody's saying you have to be in school. I mean, unless you're like 14, then you have to go. But but if you're that unhappy and you're 16 years of age and older, if you're my kid, I'd slap the hell out of you and send you back to school. But the reality is, if you're that unhappy, you can leave school at 16.
You can't hear. Not anymore.
How old you gotta be?
I believe it got bumped up to 18.
Really? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was funny because, like, when I was 16, the school tried to portray that, like, because there was just days that were just boring. I'm like, I don't want to go. And I'd show up because at that point I had a car. So I'd show up to school, and they're like, "Oh, you need a parent's excuse for yesterday." I'm like, "No, I don't." And they're like, "Yeah, you do." I'm like, "No, I don't." I'm like, legally 16, I can walk out that door, front door, and there's not anything you can do about it. So why would I just? Yeah, I was like, why do I need to know? I was like, you know, like, we're gonna call your parents. I'm like, okay, go ahead. My mother literally was like, "Why are you calling me?"
Of course, you were like really didn't care because, well, yeah, you're an adult by then, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm
is crazy.
halfway doing the Neutron reactor.
Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, Pig Warfare, and thank you for the follow as well. Pull up a seat. Welcome to Chaos.
Welcome to Chaos. That should be the name of the broadcast. SimCity. Welcome to Chaos.
Well, the tagline in the corner of the stream on the top left is always "Never play alone," but that doesn't seem to. I think "Welcome to Chaos" would be much more fitting.
Oh, I found that link. Remember I was talking about, hold on.
Oh, the music's actually stopped. Whoopsie daisy.
Stop! Damn it, okay. Electric cars are cool. Running out of juice, not so much. The British government is getting ready to test out a road technology that would allow electric cars to charge as they drive. The goal is to help drivers with electric and hybrid cars to avoid frequent stops to recharge their vehicles. Most electric cars get charged via plug-in chargers at home or while parked on the streets. Wireless powered charging pods are also available, but they require the car to stop and get more juice. The new charging roads proposed by the UK government will work kind of like a wireless phone chargers do, using magnetic induction technology. The initiative is slated to begin later this year, and engineers will install wireless technology in the test vehicles and places especially equipment under the roads. Cables buried underneath the highway will generate electromagnetic fields that would be Picked up by a receiver in the car and transformed into electric power. The system would include a communication system so that the roads can detect that a car is coming and start the process. There's a picture. There's a picture of an electric recharging lane.
Yeah, the general idea actually comes from a amusement park in, I believe it's Japan. They have a like fake train that goes around the park, and it uses that exact same system. Part of that idea here in where Neil and I both live, the one bus company, Arriva, is basically using it as a test bed for electric buses as well.
I could see this being like a huge impact or a benefit for like carpool lanes. So it doesn't necessarily even have to be like every single lane or even like the far left lane. I think if they, because I don't know about over in England, but here in the States, like hybrid cars and electric cars get free pass in the carpool lane. Even if there's only one person in it, they get a free pass for it. So that could be pretty interesting. There's also this company called Solar Freaking Roadways that basically they have lights that are powered by solar panels. I can imagine like how cool it would be to really intertwine all this technology. So you have the roadways that would light up and charge cars all at the same time. It would look really cool. It'd be pretty cool too.
That sounds cool.
The coolest. Huh?
I'm worried about. I'm not gonna sound British, but I'm gonna go on about the weather. How?
Oh, totally got that solved. In snow, rain, whatever, the panels are heated.
Right.
So that
Okay.
they're heated just above the freezing point, so that way that the snow washes right away. It falls into drainage underneath it, and then it gets like pumped into the sewer system.
Okay, that's quite cool. I was gonna say they would have needed to address that issue.
Well, the coolest part about all that is there's no longer necessity for plows and salt in the road. So that's kind of the coolest thing about all of this.
Of course, because that does away with the need for that, doesn't it? What if somebody crashes or sets fire to a car on the road or something happens, you know, that's going to ruin the road. It's going to be very expensive.
No, each one of those panels, they're the size of they're the same size as like a stop sign. So you can actually pull out individual pieces and replace them. And because they would be built in such a high quantity, the individual prices of them would be like nothing. And the durability of them, they were testing them out. They basically they made a small road in this guy's driveway and drove a bulldozer over it for like a long period of time, and they didn't crack or anything. So if you can drive a bulldozer over it, I'm pretty
Second lot of Sims up in space.
I've got to get me some of that space action.
Well, it's 500,000 to buy it first off, and then if you get to choose that it can be filled with prisoners and
you can send prisoners up to space.
you can send prisoners or tourists, and if you just select the tourists, when it gets full capacity, it, each person it costs money obviously, so depending on when you want to launch it, depends on how much money you get. If you leave it till it gets full, you can get up to 500,000 back, and then to rebuild it, it's 200,000.
Music.
Actually, I can't play that for that long because otherwise they'll mute your audio.
Yeah, I'm actually on a final warning from Twitch over copyrighted audio.
Really?
Yeah, because I've got several video on demands that was subject to copyright takedown notices.
I thought they just muted it and they didn't really care after that.
No, I got DCMA takedowns, which means the right holder complained.
Oh, what a freaking lie.
So
They
I wasn't
got-
very happy about that.
Like, I think people are missing the point of music. Like, the point of, like... I had this conversation a while back when I used to DJ, and I got pissed off because somebody gave me some shit about using it. It wasn't even like a DMCA or whatever we call it there. It was a little argument that I had with another DJ because...
Second spaceship lands safely on Simoleon.
That's cool.
Yeah,
This,
my Sims have populated space.
That should be a next game. Instead of SimCity on Earth, they should do it on Mars.
I'd be glad to see a sequel to SimCity, no matter how it comes, to be honest with you.
The hell was I gonna say? Brain fart. Did Chowder already leave? Gunny, do you
think
got Gunny, do you got the stream up and running on your computer? Or are you watching
No,
it?
I don't know. No, I'm not.
Neil, do you got yours open?
I don't have the stream open, but I've got loads of stuff. What do you want to know?
I'm just curious because I have it up so I can see what you're doing, so that accounts for one viewer. Who's the other one?
I don't know. It won't count me because I don't have the stream open, so... It says live viewers, the only people connected to it now is me and you, apparently.
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks.
Definitely does suck.
We get quickly. Fucking. Let him stay. Not stay. To be or not to be? You know, these kids these days, they need these flashy games to be like, ooh.
Oh well, this is mint as well. It costs you, the archaeology costs you minus 400 an hour, but it makes you anywhere between, say, 700 to 6,000.
That's not bad, is it?
Like I say, you just keep rebuilding it and getting money back. We've 68% researched on the fast neutron reactor for the nuclear plant. Yeah, thank you later.
Alright.
As long as you can get control net. And hopefully you won't have a schnoll.
If you sell ControlNet to neighbours, I could just steal it from you and pay you for it.
I haven't got it yet, because I haven't got I will. So,
See, there's the difference. I'm pushing for high wealth and good education. Seems to be going well so far. He says.
well, got 19,000. 19 million, sorry. 30. 630.
My Sims all need schools. I'm failing at this education malarkey. Come on, you pesky little Sims. Go to school. Well, ding-a-ling. What is he watching? Oh dear. That's hurting my ears.
Well, it's going to be your last DMC takedown.
No,
Yeah, it's going to
not.
be my last broadcast on Twitch.
That is not on SimCity. I don't even know where it came from. It's almost like a Rickroll thing.
Got zombies again.
I turned off all
Sort
that
your
silly shit.
healthcare out.
Is that how you get zombies?
Not
You get
really.
like 4 healthcare?
It is, yeah.
I want to see like fights in the street with health. We should build like a huge city, very like, well, like I should take the police out of my city, and then just like immediately close all the jails, and like watch all like. That actually happened before. I released like 300-400 criminals out in the street at once, and like there's like mass shootings and like carjackings and murders like all over the city at one time. Hilarious.
Yeah, it will do that.
What Neil does. Doesn't build any jails and just lets them come over to your city.
Of course.
Why not? That's what Mexico does with the U.S. Oh.
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 Oh, it's funny about all these people that are making these stores and they don't consider. They're like, why can't I get listed on Google? And then like the first thing I do is go to their mobile friendly test because I don't know if you know about their whole CMS got changed. So or not CMS, but Yeah, so if your site's not mobile friendly, you know you don't get really listed. Well, you get listed, but you get bumped down.
Yeah, you get pushed down a lot.
Yeah.
Just like you. So what are we gonna do? I never wanted to hurt us so. These arms just wanna hold.
That's awesome. Hey, if you're on when what's his name gets on for the cities, play in the city, and then next time I'm on, so that nobody else gets it.
And then what? Give it up to you, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm cool with that.
I don't think it'll be that big of a deal, but just. Well, this should be an interesting analyzation of my own site. Oh no.
Is it fail?
I could easily fix that though. Problem though. There is a mobile version of it that you can easily just turn on. But it looks so retarded that I turned it off. But remember how we had this discussion before about I modified some code?
Oops, small pollution problem. Oh man.
Got 20 million.
You gonna seriously send some of that this way, or?
Hell no.
When you catch up
Gosh.
to your 40 million, they will talk.
No.
That's for society. Oh, come on, you gotta get that reference. The fucking guy's British.
No, didn't get it.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh! Oh, okay.
Oh my god. You fail at your own country.
Yeah.
That's it. Time to pack up. Come to America.
Well, that's where all the failures go, isn't it?
Oh.
Hey, David Beckham did it.
Hey.
Spent the rest of his days sitting on a bench.
Good point.
Technically speaking, I wouldn't mind leaving for... Whoa. Whoa! I'll just turn this on. See what this looks like. They updated the main default template, and I'm actually using it now because it was actually. It was funny. I hounded these people so bad that I actually right and redid their main template.
Okay.
Actually, Wow, they did kind of tweak it a little bit. Before it was really bad.
Well, soon going to be launching the third archaeology into space. 91% research on the past neutron reactor.
Well, actually, this is pretty decent. I might.
You'd be surprised in the archaeology. You actually go into it. It's like I've had what 28,500 tours yesterday. I've just made 28.5 today. Yesterday's profit was over 100,000. Today's profit is just made 100,000 and costs you 400 an hour. It actually makes you a crap load of money.
I need to get me one of those.
If I paid 200,000 to rebuild the spaceship part. When I launch it in a little while, I'm going to make 500,000. Oh, well, your chemical factory's stuck blown out. Probably. There we go, 500,000. Go in. Oh, actually, it's when you go into region view, you can see it going up into the sky.
Oh.
Alright, build another one. There you go, we got 21 million. Bloody just makes money. There we go, fast neutron reactor done.
Okay, time to go to CNN.
Oh, okay.
Can we harvest energy from thin air? Could, but then you might end up being a dismal failure, like, I don't know, Tesla. Old claims for new battery technology have been around since the innovation of the lead acid more than 150 years ago, but researchers at Manchester University in the UK say the latest discovery involving the new wonder material graphene could be the most revolutionary advanced technology in batteries yet. Too bad they're found in pencils, but okay. According to a study published in the journal Nature, graphene membranes could be used to siphon hydrogen gas from the atmosphere. A development that could pave the way for electric generators and powered by the air. Interesting.
Same graphene thing that they were touting to do the next thing for computer processors, replacing silicon. Yeah, I'm
Well,
still gonna believe it. Other way around.
What'd you say? What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, wow. I feel bad. I always kind of like interrupt him, but like he speaks so softly that like sometimes I can't hear him. I feel bad. Robin! Robin.
What?
Don't go away mad.
See what? Hey?
Hey. What were you saying? I felt bad. I interrupted you again.
No, I was just saying the same graphene thing that they were basically saying could be the next thing to take over from silicon for processors.
Yeah, they've been working on those for a little while. I think those CPU chips are going to be released soon. Like 2017, 18.
Very much.
Well, I find this article pretty interesting because if you can do it for hydrogen, I wonder if you can do it for oxygen. Because hydrogen has one electron. And if you can use graphene to steal an electron, then it might turn into water.
I've only got one arcology achievement to get in. I'm going to make contact with friendly aliens.
Whoa. No, that's exactly how they do it. So check this out. So oxygen can't exist on its own, and hydrogen. Well, I mean they can, but if you ever mix the two gases together with, it's either O2 or H2. Right, and that way they're both pure hydrogen and pure oxygen. But when you get water, the 2 electrons and 2 hydrogen atoms make a compound with 1 oxygen molecule, and that's how we get water. But with graphene, if you can use graphene to suck an electron off, or if you get 2 of them, that separates the hydrogen. No.
I knew
Listen.
you would.
if you use graphene to suck 2 electrons out of the compound through electrolysis, that's really interesting because you basically would create H2 plus O2, but you get 2 extra electrons again.
In other words, they get jiggy with it and.
I gotta look into this. This is actually pretty interesting. Because I wanted to produce hydrogen gas, and basically how you do it, how I've been doing it was when you put a power supply, you put electrons into when you supercharge a battery, like I don't know if you guys know this, so like if your alternator voltage regulator fails in your car and your battery gets overcharged, it produces hydrogen gas. That's why a lot of batteries are vented. They went and did the opposite way. So instead of like, wow, this is really interesting. Because if you put a current into a solution of water with electrolyte, you can separate hydrogen and oxygen because you're basically creating electromagnetic field or electron field, and you're pumping more electrons into a solution, so the compound of H2O, the hydrogen doesn't have the necessity to attract itself to the oxygen molecules anymore, so it completes itself into H2 or hydrogen